Now, tanha is a cause of suffering. How do we know? Tanha, right? This craving or attachment is the cause of suffering. How do we know?
Because tanha has the ability to produce liver.
I'll give you a very easy example. It cannot be applied to every situation, but I think it is very convincing. No, tanha, attachment. Nowadays, not nowadays, at any time, people are dying, right? In this city, many people will die today, right? And you go to the hospital and you may see many people dying, right? Or sometimes you hear people die in an accident, or let's say during the earthquake in Kobe, how many people died? Thousands of people died, right? And how did you feel about them? Sorry. How intense was that sorrow? Not much, right? Okay. If there was someone, what if there was a friend of you among those who died? You may suffer a little more, right? Because your friend was included in those who are dead, right? And what if there is a relative of yours, right? Or what if there is, say, your father, your mother, or for Corona people, your children? How would you feel that time? Much more. Very, very, very sorry for, right? So now we can consider about this. Why is the difference of intensity of sorrow there? If that sorrow caused by the death of the person, or that sorrow is caused by the attachment to that person. It is caused by attachment to that person, not just because the person died, right? Many people are dying every day, and we don't feel almost anything about many people. But if the person who dies is a friend of ours, or relative of ours, or someone whom we love dearly, we suffer more, right? So if our sorrow is caused by a death of a person, then we must have the same intensity of sorrow whenever a person dies, right? But now we have different levels of different degree of intensity of sorrow. Why? Because of our attachment. If we have much attachment to that person, we have much sorrow. If we have little attachment, we have little sorrow. If we have no attachment, we do not have any sorrow, right? So we can find that our sorrow is actually not caused by the death of the person, but it is caused by our attachment to that person who died. So in this way, we can understand that the real culprit of suffering is our attachment. Now, this is an easy example to understand, although it cannot be applied to everything. Okay, the other thing. Suppose there is a boy and a girl. They are boyfriends and girlfriends. And the boy gives a present to the girl. Let us say a ring, right? Or something. And then on her birthday, her parents give her another present. Among these two presents, which will cause more attachment to the girl? A present given by the one you love dearly, and a present given by a friend, an ordinary friend, even though the present may be this of the same kind. Which present means more to you? The one given by the person whom you dearly love, right? So your attachment there, and suppose that present is lost, and you have sorrow. The loss of which will cause you more sorrow. The loss of one that is given by a dearly loved person, or the loss of one that is given by an ordinary person. Yeah, right. So here also, the cause of your sorrow, the intensity of the cause of your sorrow is not the loss of the thing, but the attachment you have for that thing. So in this way also, attachment is the cause of suffering, and not actually the loss of the thing. And now about this life and past life. Now Buddha said that the cause of suffering or cause of this life is tanha or attachment. Now, mind has great power. You cannot see the mind. Mind has no body, right? Mind has no substance. But it has great power. Do you realize that? Mind has great power. Suppose this hand, right? This hand is matter, so it is heavy, heavier than mind, right? We cannot say mind is light or whatever, but we cannot measure the mind. But this hand is a heavy one, right? And I put it down here. If I don't want to move, it will not move. But when I want to move, it moves, right? So the movement is caused by my mind or my desire. If I don't have any desire to move, it will stay put, right? It will not move. So you see, mind has this power, even to move the material thing here. In the same way, mind, the mental state in our mind, the karma, has power to produce results. Now today you offer us food. So when you offer us food, your intention is for us to eat, right? You want us to eat, you want us to be satisfied, you want us to, let's say, enjoy the food. That is your cetana, right? So that cetana has power to give results. So when it gives results, the results will come to you because it is your cetana. So you get the same results. That you will get abundance of food and so on in this life or in future lives, right? So that mental state has a power to produce. Suppose a person is in the habit of killing living beings. So killing living being means he wants that being to live a short life. He wants to cut off his life, right? So he has the desire for the, let's say, animal. He has the desire for the animal to live a short life. So his desire, or the volition at that time, gives results. Since his wish is for the life to be short, the result produced is a short life. But unfortunately, this result comes back to him and not to other person, because it is his cetana or his karma. So that is why it is said that people who kill living beings, when they are reborn as human beings, live a short life. So karma, the mental state, has this power. Although we cannot see the karma, right? Buddha could see the karma clearly. We cannot see. Although we cannot see the karma, we can guess in this way that karma has a great power. So whatever we do, there is the cetana or volition in our mind, and this cetana can produce results. And when it produces results, the results are mostly of the same kind. Say you want the other being to have a short life, and then the result is you will have a short life. You want the other person to live long, and the result is you will live long, and so on. So this mind has this great power to produce results. So we are always attached to our lives. We don't want to die, right? We want to live as long as we can. If we can, we want to live forever. So there is attachment. And also we have attachment to be reborn as a celestial being, to be reborn in the world of devas and so on. And so those mental states produce results. So we can understand, although we do not see them clearly like on a screen, we can understand that this life is actually the result of my karma in the past, my attachment to life in the past. So in this way we can understand the second noble truth. This life is dukkha, and the cause of this life, dukkha, is the attachment in the previous lives. So in this way we can understand the second noble truth. Yeah, this life is dukkha, right? And the cause of this life is attachment in previous attachment we experienced in previous lives, not attachment for previous lives, right? Attachment that arose in previous lives. So in this way we understand the second noble truth, the noble truth of the origin of suffering.